Well, I gave you my word and brought you here as promised. But by all that's still holy, I wish I'd never returned to this accursed place. This fetid jungle can't be the fair Kurast I left behind. I don't know what all this evil is, my friend, but it's obvious that you must stop it. I only pray that you can before the jungle consumes the last vestiges of my beloved homeland. I went to speak with old Alcor, but I disturbed his studies. He doesn't seem to like visitors. Well, I gave you my word.
You now speak to Ormuz, good paladin. He was once a great mage, but now lives like a rat in a sinking vessel. You have questions for Ormuz, and doubt in yourself. Ormuz sees a strange dichotomy in you, as he does in all would-be heroes. Speak to him, and he may grant you wisdom in turn, or turn from him and seek wisdom in thyself. How does one destroy destruction? How does one force terror to flee in fear? You have great tasks ahead of you, Ormuz thinks. You now speak to Ormuz, good. Yes?
I've not set foot in glorious Kurast for many years, but I never would have imagined it could be so corrupted. Certainly this must be Mephisto's work. You'd best get going, my friend. Diablo and Baal are still out there, and you must find them. I've not set foot in... Seeing his homeland in such a state must be horrifying to Meshif. I'm surprised he's willing to remain here in order to help you. You have quite a treasure there in that Horadric cube. According to Horadric lore, the cube can restore a Horadric staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll. When the...
Greetings, hero. I've heard of your exploits and, I'm quite impressed. Very few mortals are capable of dealing with the three and their minions as you have. My name is Natalia. I am a hunter of evil, part of an ancient order sworn to hunt down corrupted sorcerers. If I could, I would gladly join your quest to stop the three, but I must wait here for further news. I can't predict what will happen, but the danger is greater than we can know. Until I receive my orders, I'll assist you with the information I have. I've heard the name of Deckard Cain many times. He's the last of the Horadrim, and thus I must honor him. You must be powerful indeed if one such as he accompanies you.
Greetings. You'll find that the Zakharomites have the persistence of zombies, but without the charisma. Welcome to Kurast, traveler. few come willingly to this ancient city anymore. I hope you brought your wits with you, for sanity is in short supply here. My name is Ratley. I am a sorcerer skilled in metalwork. It'd be a pleasure to help you. I don't have many customers these days. As you can see, the populace has been brutally decimated by the forces of Mephisto. The canals run red with blood, and demons roam the land. The wretched jungle hell has already reclaimed much of Karast. The only safety you'll find is here at the dockside, where a magical warding holds the jungle evils at bay. But I don't know how long it will last. To make matters worse, the children of Zakharum are in league with the forces of Mephisto. The Zakharum have concentrated their power in the temple city of Travancore, located within Karast deep in the jungle wilderness. It's true, their zeal is unmatched, but I say the so-called warriors of light are nothing more than the twisted puppets of a hidden hand.
Hello there. You must be a great adventurer to risk coming here. My name's Ashira, and I lead the mercenary band of mages known as the Iron Wolves. We've been hunting down demons in the jungle for months, but no matter how many of them we kill, they just keep coming. Seems this whole place has been overrun by evil. Rumor has it that you've come here to help. If that's true, then I'll let you hire some of my mercenaries. But be careful. If you piss them off, they can be worse than those monsters out in the jungle. What do you need? The jungle can take you down fast. Try to avoid getting trapped out there if you can.
Damn it! I wish you people would just leave me alone. Oh, you're new here, aren't you? I am Alcor the Alchemist. I dabble in potions and salves, and I can sell you some if you really need them. But don't make a habit of coming here. I don't like to be disturbed while I'm studying. I hope you don't object to my badgering the witless.
could trade this for something more valuable.
Back in Lutgolane, Meshif told me he had a fondness for jade figurines. On his trading voyages, he collected an odd assortment of such small statues. I would show him your figurine. Back in Lutgolane, Meshif told me he had a fondness for jade figurines. On his trading voyages, he collected an odd assortment of such small statues. I would show him your figurine. Ashira seems like a very tough woman. I'd be careful around her if I were you.
Hello!
What can I do for you? Only Deckard Cain can make sense of this. The Iron Wolves and I have made a good living around here lately.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Praise you. That jade figurine will complete the set I was collecting. Here, I've had this statuette of a golden bird for years, but I consider it a fair exchange. That woman, Natalia, seems to be waiting for something important to happen. She's a strange one, I think.
I've read legends about a sage named Kuile, who studied the mysteries of life beyond death. If I remember correctly, his ashes were ensconced within a golden statuette. It was a very strange tale. I've read legend. Ashira seems like a...
Such a beautiful statuette. but you'd think it would have been better cared for. There's a compartment here that's full of dust.
I'm having fun just watching you run from place to place searching for a golden bird. Some hero you are.
Yes? You will have to take Kuilei's ashes to Elcor. Ormus is a man of many mysteries. I sense strong magic about him, but he's never spoken of it to me.
Hrotley is a master craftsman. My order could make use of one with his unique skills.
I've read legends about a sage named Kuilei who studied the mysteries of life beyond death. If I remember correctly, his ashes were ensconced within a golden statuette. It was a very strange tale.
The golden bird of Kuile? Thank you, my friend. Busy yourself while I experiment with the ashes within it. Then return and see what I've made for you. Hrotley's only good for making his silly magic weapons. It's not like he's got the stones to actually go out and use them in anything. From the ashes of Kuile, I have mixed for you a potion. Hrotley's only good for making his silly magic weapons.
Never forget that your ultimate purpose here in Kurast is to destroy Mephisto. The ancient Horodrim imprisoned the Lord of Hatred inside the Guardian Tower that is located within the temple city of Travancore. Know this, friend. The only way to gain entry to Mephisto's prison is to destroy the artifact known as the Compelling Orb. Mephisto used this device to control the Zakarum priests and their followers. The orb can only be destroyed with an ancient flail imbued with the spirit of the one incorruptible priest. Soon after his imprisonment, Mephisto worked his evil corruption on the Zakarum priesthood. All were turned to his dark ways, save one, Khalim, the Hagen of the High Council. Mephisto directed the other council priests to slay and dismember Khalim, and then scatter his remains across the kingdom. The priest Sankakur succeeded Khalim as Hagen, eventually becoming the embodiment of Mephisto here on the mortal plane. The corrupted High Council fashioned an orb to control the rest of the Zakarum faithful and used their powers to hide the lair of their master from mortals. Your task is to collect the scattered relics of Khalim, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then, using the Horodric Cube, transmute Khalim's flail with his relics. Once this is accomplished, you must destroy the compelling orb with Khalim's will to open the way into the corrupt sanctum of Mephisto. So, Meshif had the golden bird all along. I wonder if he knows what he gave up for that jade figurine.
As I told you before, I placed an enchantment upon the dark side in order to keep the demons at bay. But lately, the enchantment seems to be weakening. If memory serves me correctly, there is a holy Skatsimi blade that could revitalize the enchantment. The blade is called the Gidbin. Find it, and our sanctuary here will remain safe. Greetings. As far as we know, the Gidbin is in the possession of the Children of Light. They do not wish it to fall into the hands of those who can restore its powers. You may not believe it, but Ormus is the one who can use the Gidbin to protect us. Ashira leads the mercenary company known as the Iron Wolves. You can hire some of them, but many are occupied securing the dockside.
Good evening. Don't let the Gidbin's size fool you. Though it is only a small dagger, it holds tremendous power when in the hands of a true Skatsimi mage. My order has been keeping watch over Ormus for many years now. He seems to champion the cause of good, but who knows what shadow lurks within his soul.
Greetings. I've done some research on the Tan Mage Clan, and it seems that most of their magical studies were focused on Skatsimi rites. If anyone is qualified to use the powers of the Gidbin, it would be Ormus. Never forget that your ultimate purpose here... Seeing his homeland in such a state must be horrifying to Meshif. I'm surprised he's willing to remain here in order to help you.
Hello. Ormus is familiar with the Gidbin, but how would a powerful Skatsimi artifact aid an unbeliever like you? How does one destroy destruction? How does one force terror to flee in...
The Gidbin is one of the few remaining relics of Skatsim, the old religion. It is reputed to have great powers. Hrotley seems to be the only one left here with any common sense. Yet how sensible is it to remain here?
Hello. The Gidbin will reinforce the enchantments that protect the dockside from the evil that infests Kurast. No one comes to Kurast anymore without good reason. You must be seeking fame and fortune.
Good day. Have you not heard of the Gidbin? Well, allow me to reduce your ignorance on the subject. The Gidbin is an enchanted dagger, a religious artifact greatly valued by the old religion, Skatsim. I have never claimed that you'd live forever after trying one of my potions, merely that you might look as though you had.
Never forget that your ultimate purpose here in Kurast is to destroy Mephisto. The ancient Horodrim imprisoned the Lord of Hatred inside the Guardian Tower that is located within the temple city of Travancore. Know this, friend. The only way to gain entry to Mephisto's prison is to destroy the artifact known as the Compelling Orb. Mephisto used this device to control the Zakarum priests and their followers. The orb can only be destroyed with an ancient flail imbued with the spirit of the one incorruptible priest. Soon after his imprisonment, Mephisto worked his evil corruption on the Zakarum priesthood. All were turned to his dark ways, save one, Khalim, the Hagen of the High Council. Mephisto directed the other council priests to slay and dismember Khalim, and then scatter his remains across the kingdom. The priest Sankakur succeeded Khalim as Hagen, eventually becoming the embodiment of Mephisto here on the mortal plane. The corrupted High Council fashioned an orb to control the rest of the Zakarum faithful, and used their powers to hide the lair of their master from mortals. Your task is to collect the scattered relics of Khalim, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then, using the Horodric Cube, transmute Khalim's flail with his relics. Once this is accomplished, you must destroy the Compelling Orb with Khalim's will, to open the way into the corrupt sanctum of Mephisto. Good to see you. Ah, Khalim's eye. Only it can reveal the true path to Mephisto. Place the eye in the Herodric cube along with Khalim's other relics, the heart, the brain, and the flail.
Put that to good use.
Greetings.
Good day. As I told you before, I placed an enchantment upon the dark side in order to keep the demons at bay. But lately, the enchantment seems to be weakening. If memory serves me correctly, there is a holy Skatsimi blade that could revitalize the enchantment. The blade is called the Gidbin. Find it, and our sanctuary here will remain safe.